Hey, the broadcast is live. Look at that. All right.
Find it on that Facebook or not.
How is everybody out there in Facebook land? We'll give everybody a minute to tune in here. See what's happening. All right, we're just hanging out. If you're just tuning in, we are getting ready for the Together at Home concert for downtown Lenoir, and we appreciate you being here. We'll just going to hang out for a minute or two and let some folks tune in, and then I'll introduce everybody to the artists that we've got joining us this evening, and then we'll play a little trivia. So hang out for a moment, and we will get this thing going. All right, let's see. Everybody, can you hear me out there? All right, everybody, if you can hear me at home, raise your hand real quick. All right, if you're raising your hand, I just wanted to let you know that you can see me, but I can't see you. I'm just messing with you. Was that funny? I don't know. It's the first time I've done this. All right. See, we got 13 people watching. Thanks for tuning in, guys. So we are just hanging out for a minute and getting ready to go live with some live music and some trivia. Just waiting on folks to tune in. Hey, look, it's Rick Wakefield. Hey, Rick, how's it going? I'm doing well. How are you? Hello, Lindsay from the other room in my house. Thanks for tuning in. As everybody can see, I'm just hanging out here at home. Hope everybody's staying safe out there. I am in my kitchen, put up some curtains so you can't see all this junk behind me. Actually in the process of moving this week, so it's a mess around here, but hope everybody is home and safe and doing all right. Let's see. Looks like we're up to, wow, we got about 40 people watching now. That's great. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Hang on one more minute or so, and we'll introduce our artists for this evening. We will be playing a little bit of trivia, downtown Lenoir trivia, and we've got some great prizes from downtown Lenoir and from Smoking in the Foothills that have been donated. And we are looking forward to that here shortly. I'll explain the rules here in just a few minutes. Hey, Sandra Williams, how are you today? Thanks for tuning in. Patrick Crouch watching. He's going to be one of our artists here shortly. All right. Yeah, we've got a good crowd watching. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. This is great. First time we've tried this, so hopefully it works well. We haven't done trivia like this before, so we're just going to try it out. Hopefully it goes smoothly. Worst case, you'll just get to enjoy some great live music, but I think we're going to have a good time doing this. All right, we're up to about 45-ish people now. Let's go do a round of introductions. I think we've got all four of our musicians here with us, and let's pop everybody up here and say, hey, guys, if you want to kind of go around and say who you are and what kind of things you like to play, and just tell us a little bit about yourselves.
Cool. I don't know if it's like where the order is showing up on everyone's screens. So
yeah, let's start with you, Jeremiah Shiloh. Go right ahead.
Sounds good. Awesome. Yeah, I'm Joshua March. My middle name is Jeremiah Shiloh. So I think it sounds cooler than Joshua Marsh, and that way people don't get confused with Swamp or something like that. But yeah, my name's Jeremiah Shiloh is my middle name, and so I'm excited to be here with all these really, really awesome I hate to use the word talented because they just are so hardworking at what they do, and talent is the wrong term. They just do fantastic work. So I'm so excited to play with these amazing musicians and be here to promote downtown Lenoir as well, and all the amazing businesses in downtown Lenoir. So I'm excited. Yeah.
Yeah, thanks for being here, Josh. AJ, you want to jump in?
Hey, my name's AJ Herrick. I play guitar for a band called The Benson. We are usually frequenting Liquid Roots on Wednesday night open mics. It's one thing that we're kind of missing out on during all this stuff going on currently, but I am excited to be a part of this and giving back to downtown Lenoir and all the local businesses down there. We do miss going out there and playing. So I'm glad that I get to do some kind of performing at this point, and glad to see you guys as well. Andrew and Patrick and Kay and Josh and Kyle. It's kind of cool. So, yeah.
Yeah, thanks for being here.
Yeah, man.
So, Kay and Patrick, tell us a little bit about yourselves.
Well, we're still alive and kicking, boys. That's the main thing. You know, music keeps everybody going, and it's a real privilege for us to be here this evening playing on this show to benefit our hometown. And folks, we love everything about Lenoir, and we love all the people in it, and especially the musicians. We know those folks best of all, I suppose. And it's just very important during this time when we're separated physically that we all stay together in spirit. So I'll let K-Bob tell you what she's been thinking about.
All I know is that we have the best looking audience of anybody here. We have Nellie Kane and Curly Blue, our two dogs with us. And we like playing for dogs.
Yeah, we can't wait. We're
happy to be here tonight.
Yeah, we'll be back about 8:40 with some good music for you guys.
That's awesome. Well, we appreciate you guys being here.
Our pleasure.
And last but not least, Andrew Massey.
Hey, everybody. I'm Andrew Massey, Lenoir resident. Happy to be one. I play for Andrew Massey and the Midnight Americans, which is a group, sort of a super group with JJ Hips from JJ Hips and the Hideaway and Ben Pannenbacker from that project as well. Also, Dwight McGlynn, who has his own project called True Vare. Great songwriters and musicians, all three of them. Also in Sycamore Bones with Corey Kennel, who is an exceptional songwriter and acoustic guitar player, and Abigail Taylor, who's also in the band Phantom X. So we're all kind of just a lot of people involved in these projects. It's really fun. So if you don't know any of those bands, do yourself a favor and look them up. And there's just so much talent in the area. Happy to be here.
Well, thanks again. And I will just say real quickly that I'm Kyle Case. I appreciate everybody being here, all the artists for playing. I'm the program coordinator for the City of Lenoir's Main Street program. And, these guys just wanted to come together, share some music for downtown and, encourage everybody. Well, first of all, say thank you to everybody who's continuing to support our downtown businesses. Most of the restaurants are still open for takeout, delivery. A lot of our retailers are doing shop by appointment, or some of them have online options. So we encourage you to check that list out. You can go to downtownlenoirnc.com for a full list of businesses that are in downtown Lenoir, and encourage you to go to their individual Facebook pages, like them, share them, check out what their current menus are, their current shopping hours are, and just continue to support those guys while we're all staying safe and social distancing and staying at home. So thank you again to everybody who's watching, and thank you to the artists. So without further ado, let's play a little bit of downtown trivia. So here's how this is going to work. We're going to play 4 rounds. We have 4 musical guests. We're going to play 1 round now, and then 1 round in between each musical guest. I'll have a prize for each round. So you don't have to play all 4 rounds to win a prize. You can win a prize each round. If you have to clock out, or if you come in late, you can play around and pop back in and out. We have some cool prizes. And I will say for the first round, we've got a cool Downtown Lenoir baseball cap. And we've got a Downtown Lenoir t-shirt. It's a little wrinkled because I stuffed it in a tote bag, but I'll iron it before I mail it to you. What we're going to do, I've got several sets of questions. I'm going to ask a round of 3 questions. What I think would be best, everybody hold your question, hold your answers. I'm going to ask all 3 questions. And then once you've heard all 3 questions, type them into the comment section. All 3 of them at the same time in a single comment. So the winner of the round will be the first person to comment all 3 answers correctly, and all in a single answer in one comment. So get ready, listen carefully to all 3 questions, and then type the answer to all 3 questions at one time in the comment section. And I'm going to pick the winner. Well, I won't pick the winner. Whoever is the winner, I will announce that after the next artist. So we'll do some trivia. You'll get some live music from Jeremiah Shiloh, and then I'll review the answers during the music break and come back to announce who won the prize. So I hope that makes sense. If it doesn't, I'm sorry. We'll try again another time. But here we go. Without further ado, I'm going and ready for 3 questions. So wait and listen to all 3, and then give me your answers in the comment section. Question number 1. The North Carolina Gravity Games began 10 years ago and was originally held in the fall. Which street was the first ever North Carolina Gravity Games held on in downtown Lenoir? So the question is, which street did the racers race down in the first ever North Carolina Gravity Games? That was 10 years ago. All right. Question number 2. Lenoir and Caldwell County have a long history of musical talent. What is the name of the historic marketplace in downtown Lenoir where Doc Watson got his start? If you didn't know, Doc Watson, yes, he is from Wilkesboro area, but he did play in downtown Lenoir in his early days back in the 40s, and he did play in downtown. So what is the name of the historic marketplace in downtown Lenoir where Doc Watson played? All right, question number 3. The Caldwell Arts Council, the Caldwell Arts Council partners with the city of Lenoir to display sculptures by various artists throughout downtown. This exhibition is named after some of the original settlers in our area. What is the name of this outdoor sculpture display? So if you've been to downtown, if you've walked around downtown, you'll notice there's a lot of art. There's a lot of sculptures outside, and that's a program put on by the Caldwell Arts Council in partnership with the city. And there is a name for that exhibition. So what is the name of this outdoor sculpture gallery? All right, that should give you all 3 questions. Give me your comments. Give me your answers in the comment section, all in one comment. And we'll be back after the break for the answers. And I'm going to turn it over without further ado to our first musical guest. That is Jeremiah Shiloh. Thank you for playing, and take it away.
Cool. Thanks, Kyle Case. You did a fantastic job. It's good. It's good trivia. It's good questions too. Thanks everybody. I'm so excited to be here. Excited to share a few songs with you, some stories for the next 15 to 20 minutes. And really appreciate you guys being here. So this first song is a song about those individuals in our lives who help us to grow and who help us to become who we are. I wrote this song. I was down at the gym listening to The Two Towers by J.R.R. Tolkien, The Lord of the Rings, The Two Towers, and listening to Treebeard and his conversations with Pippin and Merry. And I got this idea about the trees in our lives and the people who help us grow. So this first song for you is called Branches. I hope you like it. When I was small, you were the only thing that I could see, and your branches that hung over me, and in your arms I felt secure. And when the wind would blow, in your fortress I was never cold. And when no one else was listening, you would always hear my song. So hold back the storm and hold back the rain. The river is rising and washing us away. Can you stop? Can you stop? Can you stop it? And as the years went on, I had to be the one who's strong. 'Cause when the branches hung over me, they were falling to the stream. So hold back the storm and hold back the rain. The river is rising and washing us away. Can you stop? Can you stop? Can you stop it? As I wept beside the streams where I once sang, I looked out to see the branches that I thought had washed away. They were standing there in front of me, as far as I could see. It's what you knew would always be. So bring on the storm and bring on the rain. The river is rising and things are always gonna change. We can't stop, we can't stop, we can't stop it. Won't you stop, won't you stop, won't you stop it? Awesome. Thanks, guys. So my computer had an update thing, so I saw an update and I was like, oh no, I thought the whole computer crashed for like 2 seconds there, so that was extremely scary. Cool. So this next song is a song about living in, I grew up in Boone, North Carolina. So this is a song about living in the Blue Ridge Mountains and still technically kind of in the Blue Ridge area here in Western North Carolina. So this song is called Blue Ridge Mountain Road, and it's all about when you're not here, you want to be here because of all the amazing things that are here. So this song is called Blue Ridge Mountain Road. Sitting in this hotel room, I can hear the winds are blowing. It's so cold like 4 below. I wish that I was going where the hills rise and fall like the mist along the streams. I can go there anytime I want, where others only dream. Oh, Blue Ridge Mountain Road, I'm coming home. I can smell those smoky embers, and I can still remember I've been waiting such a long, lonely time. But these days are getting shorter, and I can't wait much longer till you're mine. Those mountain laurels may be gone, but these hills are evergreen, reminding me I'm never lost, what will always be. Like the face of old grandfather, just never seems to change. Like the sound of that old banjo, just keeps ringing out the same. Oh, Blue Ridge Mountain Road, I'm coming home. I can smell those smoky embers, and I can still remember I've been waiting such a long, lonely time. But these days are getting shorter, and I can't wait much longer till you're mine. All these bridges I cross over lead me closer to the beauty of my mountain home. Oh, it's coming into view. Oh, Blue Ridge Mountain Road, coming home. I can smell those smoky embers, and I can still remember I've been waiting such a long, lonely time. But these days are getting shorter, and I can't wait much longer till you're Blue Ridge Mountain Road, coming home. I I can smell those smoky embers, and I can still remember I've been waiting such a long, lonely time. But these days are getting shorter, and I can't wait much longer till you're mine. Sorry, I feel like I messed up on a chord there, but it got really cold out here super fast, so my hands are a little numb too. Whew. Anyway, I shouldn't have done this outside, because when the sun goes down, it's a little colder. This next song is a song that I wrote for my spouse. I was trying to find my capo here. This is a song called Everything, and it's a song my spouse and I wrote when we after we had gotten through the first few years of marriage and all of the amazing things that happen in marriage, and all of the frustrations with we have 4 kiddos, so we have Micah and Kanan and Evangeline and Rex, and they're just awesome. But there are times in life where you struggle when having children and all the different things that go along with it. So this song is about when your relationship is tested, especially and I feel like it's pertinent right now because in this world, relationships are being tested because we're spending a lot more quality time with each other and alone time. So right now, I don't know if someone was yelling in the background. Anyway, when our relationships are tested, it's important to remember that all we need is each other, and it'll be okay. So this song is called Everything. We started out crazy, we were going strong, and they said it's gotta change. With kids and a mortgage and a brand new home, things can't just stay the same. Well, student loans came calling and our credit was falling. I said it'll be okay. We overdrafted our bank account and our friends are MIA. It doesn't matter what others say, as long as I have you right here with me. They may say that something's missing. With us together we have everything. It's early Sunday morning, there's no coffee for pouring, and the kids are wide awake. I forgot to start the washer again, and the sink is full of plates. Throw ourselves in the shower, we'll be out in half an hour. We rushed down the stairs. We locked our keys in the house again, and our daughter's cut her hair. It doesn't matter what others say, as long as I have you right here with me. They may say that something's missing. With us together we have everything. You made me into something I never knew. You made me into what I wanna be. Yeah, you made me into something I never knew. And you made me into what I wanna be. It doesn't matter what others say, as long as I have you right here with me. They may say that something's missing. With us together we have everything. The chemistry department, and I teach chemistry now at the Caldwell Community College and Technical Institute. And this song I wrote after watching the Penn State App State game, where they almost won. It was so close. I don't know if you got to watch that game, but it was super, super close. And since I was a mountaineer anyway, I figured I would also write a song about being a mountaineer. And it's written from the frame of mind of an individual who lives in the Blue Ridge Mountains, who lives off of a dirt road and does things the way he's always done them because that's a good life and he enjoys it. So this song is, I'm going to try and warm up a little bit. It's called Mountaineer, and it just kind of tells the story of a guy who lives in the mountains and does his own thing and loves it and loves his life and loves what he does. He doesn't have to have all the fancy things that we need, that we think we need sometimes. So I hope you enjoy this song called Mountaineer. I'm going to back away from the mic a little bit because it's a little loud. There we go. Well, they call me a mountain. I'm a mountaineer. You know things are good just the way they are. Ain't nothing changing here. Call me a mountain. I'm a mountaineer. I don't stop working till the job is done. There ain't nothing that I fear. Waking up when the sun is down, putting my boots onto the ground. Hitting it hard means getting paid. There ain't nothing standing in my way. I'm a mountain, feeling it in my blood since I was young. Well, they call me a mountain. I'm a mountaineer. You know things are good just the way they are. Ain't nothing changing here. You call me a mountain. I'm a mountaineer. I don't stop working till the job is done. There ain't nothing that I fear. Worked all week, it's time to play. Now I'm heading down that dirt highway. I know some people, they don't understand. It's the only way I know to be a man. I'm a mountain, feeling it in my blood since I was young. Well, they call me a mountain. I'm a mountaineer. You know things are good just the way they are. Ain't nothing changing here. Call me a mountain. I'm a mountaineer. I don't stop working till the job is done. There ain't nothing that I fear. Call me a mountain. I'm a mountaineer. Well, they call me a mountain. I'm a mountaineer, yeah, I'm a mountain, I'm a mountaineer. Cool, thanks guys, I appreciate you letting me play with you guys, and you're all fantastic people. I didn't even post it. If you like the music, and you feel like giving a virtual tip of some kind, Venmo's at Jeremiah Shiloh, super easy. Because it's my middle name, so Jeremiah Shiloh. If you feel so inclined to, do that sort of thing, but please don't feel like you need to, because I really appreciate it if you do, but you don't have to. So we're excited to support downtown Lenoir businesses, and if you don't frequent downtown Lenoir businesses, please do, because they're all amazing, and I'm just happy to be here with everybody tonight. So thank you for listening, and I'm going to turn it back over to Kyle Case, and it's 7:30. I was right on time. That's I'm not sure if. Yeah, sorry, I just muted your mic there. There we go. Here we go.
Perfect timing. Thank you, Josh. That was awesome. I love that last song. I don't think I'd heard that one before. So yeah, if you have not heard Josh's music before, you can check him out on Facebook at Jeremiah Shiloh Music, and give him a follow. We appreciate him being here. He has helped to coordinate this thing, and we appreciate his efforts. So yeah, we'll get right to it. Well, actually, first, let me say again, the reason we're here tonight is to say thank you to everybody for continuing to support our downtown Lenoir businesses, And if you can, please continue to support them in the ways that you can and staying safe at the same time. You can check out downtownlenoirnc.com for a full list of downtown businesses. A lot of folks are still doing takeout, delivery. A lot of the retailers have options for shopping online or doing in-store pickups and scheduled appointments. So just check them all out. Check out their individual websites and Facebook pages for more information on those specific details. But you can, again, find the full list at downtownlenoirnc.com. All right, without further ado, let's jump back into trivia. So let me give you the answers first to the first round of trivia, and then I'll announce the winner, and we'll move right into the second round. Real quick, if you weren't here at the beginning, we're doing Downtown Lenoir history trivia. We're doing 4 rounds. Each round will have a different prize, and I'm asking 3 questions. You'll wait until all 3 questions have been read, and then give those answers in a single comment in the chat. So thanks for everybody for playing. So from the first round, the first question was, which street was the first ever North Carolina Gravity Games held on in downtown? If you've been around the last couple of years for the Gravity Games, you'll know that they race down Ash Street now, and they do 2 cars at a time. But in the early days, they actually raced down Church Street, and it was just a single car at a time. They did it sort of a time trial kind of race, and that was just down Church Street. Question 2 was about the name of the historic marketplace in downtown where Doc Watson played when he was younger. If you have ever been into 1841, you may know about the Hogwaller stage on the backside of 1841, and that is named after the Hogwaller Market, which was actually in that same general area in downtown, and that was the market where folks would come and sell and produce and canned goods and all sorts of things and play a little banjo, and it was just a real gathering place, and that was the Hogwaller Market. Lastly, the third question was about the artwork that is scattered throughout downtown, the sculpture displays. That is a program partnership with the Caldwell Arts Council and the city of Lenoir, and it was named after some of the original settlers of our area. The sculpture display is called Tucker's Gallery. A lot of folks got really close on that one and said Tucker's Barn. Tucker's Barn was the original name of Lenoir, but Tucker's Gallery is the name of the sculpture display. So a lot of folks got the first 2 right and missed that last one just barely. By my count, the first person who answered all 3 correctly was Jonna Patterson. Jonna, thanks for playing. We appreciate you being here this evening. If you don't know, Jonna is the owner and head chef and operator of the Salad Bar in downtown Lenoir. So thanks for playing, Jonna. We will get you those prizes. All right, on to round 2. So again, everybody, if you're playing trivia with us, these are all questions about downtown Lenoir. You'll wait until I've read all 3 questions and then comment in a single comment the answers to all 3. The first person to get all 3 correct in the comment section wins the prize. Oh, and I should say the prizes for this round. We have a Smoking in the Foothills koozie and a Smoking in the Foothills cheese board, branded cheese board. So that's the prize for this round. And stick around because the prizes, I do have some pretty cool prizes. Well, these are all cool prizes, but there's a tier here. So, all right. Question number 1. The Caldwell Chamber of Commerce boasts the world's largest patchwork blackberry cobbler each year at the North Carolina Blackberry Festival. What year was the first North Carolina Blackberry Festival held? So if you've been around in Lenoir a while, you probably heard of the Blackberry Festival. It is the official sanctioned North Carolina Blackberry Festival. Tell me what year they held the first one. All right, question number 2. More than one famous blues musician has grown up in our area. Name the musician who got his start in downtown Lenoir and later traveled the country playing with blues legends Papa John Creech and Etta Baker. So we have a local blues legend in our area, actually more than one, but name the blues legend who played with Papa John Creech and Etta Baker and toured the country. All right, third question. The National Park Service is currently developing a new trail to honor a group of soldiers who fought in the Battle of Kings Mountain during the American Revolution. This was a turning point in the war. This is a 330-mile trail that will run through several states and cities, including downtown Lenoir. What is the name of the group of soldiers who marched on this trail? If you've been following our Facebook page and website for a while, you notice we post updates about this trail from time to time. Name the soldiers who marched on this trail. These were soldiers that marched to the Battle of Kings Mountain during the American Revolution. All right, that's 3 questions. Send your comments and your answers in the comments section, and I'm going to go ahead and turn it back over to our next artist. If you have ever been down to Liquid Roots on a Wednesday night, you know AJ Herrick hosts the open mic nights there. So AJ, turn it over to you.
Hey, what's going on, guys? My name is AJ Herrick. I'm a guitar player for the band called the Benson with Ryan Kavanaugh and Daniel Reese. We're currently, I guess, like everybody else, just kind of waiting for things to calm down to go back out and play. But we do miss everybody and miss being able to perform live. But luckily, we're here and able to do it, via the internet. First song I'm going to play is one of my favorite tunes. I actually learned it a long time ago from my dad, and it's one of my favorite songs to play, just period. So it's a song called Summertime. Summertime, and the living is easy. Fish are jumping, the cotton is high. Your daddy's dreams, and your mama's good looking. Hush, little baby, don't you cry. One of these mornings, you're gonna rise up singing, and you're gonna spread your wings, take to the sky. Until that day, nothing's going to harm you. Daddy and Mama is standing by. One of these mornings, you're gonna rise up singing, and you're gonna spread out your wings, take to that sky. Until that day, when nothing's going to harm you. Daddy and Mama standing by. All right. My next song, I guess I'm gonna play since I'm already at the 4th fret. This kind of happens in succession. It's a song called Lady Blue. I wrote this a while back, probably about 6 years ago. That's a song more about, I guess, how you can have memories and thoughts haunt you. So the blue lady's like a ghost. That's a legend of a ghost. So I call it Lady Blue, and how old memories and things of your past can kind of haunt you, and how your mind can be like a house with a ghost in it. So I'm gonna go ahead and play that one for you. Again, if you guys are interested in my band, The Benson, we're on Facebook and Instagram as well. We have a website, thebensonmusic.com. But yep, I'm gonna go ahead and play this one for you real quick. Misty mornings for day and stored her bed. 7 years understanding's gonna run. Mr. Mime arrives on one clock. Dead and trees with return things away. Simple time, a simple mind, that was the line. Broken bones, no organ stones inside. Soaring boy right through my door and settled down. You only live because I am alive. Stuck in hell and it never fails to bring me back to life. Screaming ghost echoes in my room. It's a sin who let you in. It's a shame you never. Give me back my peace of mind, I beg. Head down, I'm falling on my knees. Head down, the bullets ricochet, the streets they bleed. Stuck in hell and it never fails to bring me back to life. Screaming ghost echoes in my room. It's a sin who let you in. It's a shame you never will. Give me back my peace of mind, I beg. Right. The next one I'm gonna play for you, since my dad's kind of watching right now, this is a song he taught me when I was real young. It's kind of my first song moving up the neck. It's one of my favorites as well. But just real quick, I'm really happy that I'm able to be a part of this with you guys, and you know, we're really looking forward to being able to go back downtown and hang out at the places we used to hang out at and play at the places we used to play at. I'm really glad and fortunate I get to hang out with you guys tonight and listen to Andrew and Josh and Patrick and Kay perform. And you know, Lenoir, I really love Lenoir, and it's one of my favorite places to be, and probably will always be my favorite place to go. And the people I've met there, and a lot of my friends out there. It's a real special place. So I'm really glad to be a part of this. This song, again, one of my favorites, dedicated to my dad, since he is watching and critiquing. All right. One silent life of a millionaire. Spent all my money and I didn't care. Took my friends out for a mighty good time, but I passed liquor, champagne and wine. Then I began to feel so low. So my good friends, I know where to go. If I ever get my hands on a dollar again, well, hold on to it till the ego grins. Nobody knows you when you're down and out. In your pocket, not one penny when it comes to friends. You ain't got any. Then you begin to get back on your feet again. Everybody wants to call you his long lost friend. Mighty strange without a doubt. Where nobody knows you when you're down and out. Nobody knows you when you're down and out. In your pocket, not one penny when it comes to friends. You ain't got it. Then you begin to get back on your feet again. Everybody wants to call you his long lost friend. But it's strange without a doubt. Where nobody knows you. Nobody knows you. Nobody knows you when you're down and out. All right. And I guess this last song I'm going to play, since I'm already in the key of C, I'm just going to stay there. And it's a song that my band plays. It's called Common Crime. And we're actually going to be releasing that pretty soon. But again, thank you guys so much for hanging out. And again, if you guys want to check us out, you can find us on Facebook at The Benson Music. We just released a song called Sunrise. You can find it on all streaming platforms, including Spotify, Apple Music, iTunes, all that cool stuff. But The Benson Music. on Facebook and Instagram. This song will be released pretty soon as well. If you already bought the CD, it's already on there, but this is going to be released on all platforms. And again, thank you, Kyle, for having me on here, and Josh. And be sure to stay tuned and listen to Andrew Massey and the Midnight Americans, and Patrick and Kay Crouch. They're wonderful musicians, and really honored to share the stage with them tonight. All right, here comes Common Crime. And again, thank you guys so much. In the night, curled up next to her, lays sacred, an altar of God. Shattered man enters now, see another take his place, twisted his face, and the earth shakes to break the ground. Send you a mother child. Nothing is certain this time around. It's common crime is common without doubt. Several years left without time of famine is round. Found the one who got away. Later find a man room busting in the earth shakes to break the ground. Send you a mother child. Nothing's certain this time around. It's common crime is common without sound. It's the same. Oh, sorry. Same. Oh, sorry. And sorry. In the same way I've been toyed, I'm not empty, still there's not a lie. Walking through the sea of clay, further than I was, moving because the earth shakes to break the ground. Send you a mother child. Nothing's certain this time around. It's common crime is common without doubt. All right. Again, thank you guys so much for hanging out with us. And yeah, stay tuned for some more awesome music. And yeah, just be sure to keep calm and staying cool. And yeah, all right.
Awesome. Thanks, AJ. I really appreciate you being here. And if you do want to tip the artist, you can Venmo AJ there at the link, AJ Herrick. And we appreciate you guys all watching. It looks like we're up over 60 viewers, almost 70 viewers now, which is awesome. This is the first time we've ever done this, so we didn't know what was going to happen. So thanks for watching. And thank you again to everybody who continues to support downtown Lenoir businesses during this time. Again, for a full list of the businesses in downtown Lenoir, you can visit downtownlenoirnc.com, and we encourage you to go on there. You can find links to each one of their websites and Facebook pages, follow them. A lot of the restaurants are still open doing takeout and delivery. A lot of the retailers are doing shop pickups and shopping by appointment, or some of them have online options. So please check those out and continue to support those small businesses during this time while we all stay safe and healthy. All right, so without further ado, we'll get back to our trivia. I'm going to go down through the answers to the previous round, and then we'll move into our next round. So the first question on the last round was, what year was the first North Carolina Blackberry Festival held? That was 2001. This year would be the Blackberry Festival's 19th anniversary. So if you could do some quick math, that's 2001. All right. The next question was, which local blues musician traveled the country with blues legends Papa John Creech and Etta Baker? The name of that artist is Clyde Pop Ferguson. If you said Clyde or Pop, I would take either of those. Pop is a brilliant blues musician. If you are from the area, you probably heard of him. If you haven't, definitely check out his music. Pop passed a few years ago, but you can still watch his videos on YouTube and get his music anywhere that you find music. There's a great YouTube video of Pop playing on a bench in downtown, and it's fantastic to watch. So check that out. All right, and the third question was, what is the name of the group of soldiers who marched to the Battle of Kings Mountain during the American Revolution? If you follow our Facebook page, you've probably seen us post about the Over Mountain Victory Trail. The soldiers were called the Over Mountain Men. They were a group of Appalachian patriots who marched all over and fought in a number of battles, but the Battle of Kings Mountain was a turning point in the American Revolution, and that's what they're best known for. All right. So again, those answers were 2001, Clyde Pop Ferguson, and the Over Mountain Men. By my count, the first person in the comments who got those all three correct was Susan Parker. So Susan, thank you for playing, and you won that round. We will be mailing these prizes out. So Susan, if you don't mind, go to Downtown Lenoir Facebook page when you get a second after the video, and send us a private message with your mailing address so we can send you those prizes in the mail. All right. Thank you again for everybody for watching. We're going to move on into round 3 of trivia. This round, we've got a couple more prizes. I've got a t-shirt, another t-shirt. This one is from Smoking in the Foothills. It's got Smoking in the Foothills theme on it. It's a pretty cool shirt, if I do say so myself. And we've got a tote bag from Downtown Lenoir. So those will be the prizes this round. And we got some great stuff coming up next round. So stay tuned. All right. So if you have just tuned in, or if you haven't played the last couple of rounds, what we're doing is we have 3 questions in each round. I will ask all 3 questions. So wait until all 3 questions have been asked. Then comment the answers to all 3 questions in a single comment in the comments section on the video. The first person who gets all 3 correct, the first person in line who gets them all 3 correct is the winner. So, all right, here we go. If everybody's ready for round 3, the first question. The Caldwell County Farmers Market originally began in the parking lot on the corner of Harper Avenue and Mulberry Street in downtown. The Caldwell County Farmers Market plans to return to downtown Lenoir in 2020 after being at the library for several years. In what year did the Caldwell County Farmers Market first start? What was the first year that the Caldwell County Farmers Market existed in our town? All right. Question number 2. Caldwell Memorial Hospital, which is now called Caldwell UNC Healthcare, is a state-of-the-art facility that recently completed a major expansion and will soon be opening a second expansion for mental health. Can you name the historic hospital that was once located in downtown Lenoir on Harper Avenue? So the question again is, can you name the hospital which was once located in downtown on Harper Avenue? I'll give you a small hint. Actually, no one. Never mind. All right. Question number 3 this round. The oldest intact building in downtown Lenoir was constructed in 1888 and is historically known as the Courtney Warehouse. On which on which street downtown can you find the Courtney Warehouse? So name the street where you can find the Courtney Warehouse. I know this is probably the toughest one I've asked so far, so we'll see. If nobody gets it, then we'll move on to a runner-up situation. But again, that oldest building still standing building in downtown was built in 1888, and I'd like you to name the street that it's on. All right, I hope everybody got those. I'm going to move on to our next musician now, and this is Andrew Massey. Andrew plays with a band called Andrew Massey and the Midnight Americans. He's also in a band called Sycamore Bones. I'm going to turn it over to Andrew. Andrew, I think you're muted.
I was going to say a little known fact about Sycamore Bones. Kyle was a founding member of the band. Actually had a couple practices a long time ago.
Very brief.
So, very brief. But creative disputes. What are you going to do? But thank you guys for watching. We're happy to be here. I'm in my basement while my wife is trying to get the kids to go to bed upstairs. So thank you, Phil Case, for saying that I'm awesome. I appreciate that. But happy to be here. Happy to support Lenoir and local businesses, and happy to be gathered with other musicians who I hate we're all not able to gather in person and hear each other in person. But this will all be over soon-ish, hopefully. So we're thankful for everybody that lends their time and their energy. Thanks to Josh for getting a lot of this ready and dealing with a lot of the tech stuff with it. And thanks to Kyle and Downtown once again for kind of helping us all organize and get this together. So we appreciate all y'all. I'm going to start off with a song we do with Sycamore Bones that we've done for a long time. This song's called When You've Got Love. So if I could get my hair out of my harmonica thing. So. Ain't got no money, don't need no fancy car. Don't need to spend my time at the bar. Don't need no flag to tell me that I'm free. When you've got love, there's nothing that you need. Well, you've got everything. When you've got love, you've got the moon, you've got the stars above. Well, you've got everything you need to be. When you've got love, there's nothing that you need. Everybody. We'll take the sands from the purest beach. Take the mountains and all the tallest trees. We'll keep the rivers and all the crystal seas. When you've got love, there's nothing that you need. Well, you've got everything. When you've got love, you've got the moon, you've got the stars above. Well, you've got everything you need to be. When you've got love, there's nothing that you need. One more time, sing it with me. You've got everything. When you've got love, got the moon, you've got the stars above. Well, you've got everything you need to be. Well, you've got love, there's nothing that you need. When you've got love, there's nothing that you need. It's the only song that features the harmonica, so I'll take that off. Let me look at my list and see what I got next. So, all right, we'll do an old folk tune with you. This one seems appropriate. It's been covered by everyone from Ray Charles to Willie Nelson. Several other people, I'm sure, have done it. But this is called Busted. So it's about being down on your luck and broke, asking for a hand from a neighbor. So. Well, the bills are all due, and the babies need shoes, but I'm busted. Well, cotton is down to $0.25 a pound, and I'm busted. I got a cow that went dry, and a hen that won't lay. A big stack of bills that get bigger each day. The county will haul my belongings away. I'm busted. I went to my brother to ask for a loan. I was busted. I hate to beg like a dog for a bone, but I'm busted. My brother said there ain't a thing he can do. His wife and his kids are all down with the flu. He said, I was just thinking of calling on you. I'm busted. Well, my bills are all due, and my babies need shoes, but I'm busted. Cotton is down to $0.25 a pound, and I'm busted. I got a cow that went dry, and a hen that won't lay. A big stack of bills that get bigger each day. The county will haul my belongings away. I'm busted. Thank you, everybody. That's a good one. Look up the Ray Charles version, though. That's my favorite. It's fun. Let's see what else I had planned. We'll do this one. This one's fun. This is a song I wrote about falling in love at youth camp and church growing up, and not having love reciprocated. This one's called Mama Say. It's one of my favorite songs that we do with Andrew Massey and the Midnight Americans. So sounds a lot better with JJ Hips playing lead guitar on it, but he's not here today. I think he's up in Boone. So thank you guys. I thought brand new boots. I was impressed. The sky was orange. Bells were ringing. A false alarm. I swear I heard your mama say. I swear I heard your mama say. I swear I heard your mama say. The two of them may as well get married someday. Yeah. A priceless little angel with a halo loose for another and light the fire. Smoke and incense burn desire. Well, hold my hand and turn the hymnal page. We never listened anyway. I swear I heard your mama say. The two of them may as well get married someday. Yeah. I swear I heard your mama say. I swear I heard your mama say. I swear I heard your mama say. The two of them may as well get married someday. So that was Mama's Say. I think I have, I'm not sure exactly how much time I have left, but I think I got one or two more in me. And then we'll give it back to Kyle. And I think Patrick and Kay are coming up next, and you don't want to miss out on that. Patrick helped Sycamore Bones record an album last year. I think it's 5 or 6, it's 6 songs. And it should be, we've got it ready to come out. May 29th was going to be our album release party at Liquid Roots. Still might be, so who knows? Maybe not, though. But we're going to get it out to you guys somehow, and we're going to get physical copies here soon, and I think we're going to release another single next week. We've got something coming out for you guys, so keep your ears to the ground. Thank you for sticking around. I hope you're listening to us. This song's called Drift. So it's about falling in love with somebody and going on a camping trip and realizing you don't know each other as well as you thought you did. So... I could grow to be anything. You could grow to know me. The wind it begs for brighter shades. I beg for you to hold me. Fan the fire's dancing flame. Lips that taste like candy. I've been called 10,000 names. Found no understanding. But you don't know me, do you? The way my back hurts, I push an old canoe in, drift by myself, drift by myself. wash up on the shoreline under covered canopies, rest a weary hairline, fan the fire's dancing flame, lips that burn like brandy. I've been called 10,000 things, still no understanding. But you don't know me, do you? The way my back hurts, I push an old canoe in, drift by myself, drift by myself. All right. You can learn more about Andrew Massey on my Facebook page, or you could go to Emma, Andrew Massey and the Midnight Americans, or Sycamore Bones, because both of those are really great projects that I'm a part of with some great creative people. Also, I have a website, andrew-massey.com, pretty easy to remember. And there's what else was I going to say? We're on Spotify, Google Play, so Andrew Massey and the Midnight Americans are, and Sycamore Bones will be very, very soon. So keep that out. Patrick helped us record that album, his mandolin, and he even plays really, really good fiddle on a tune. We were just really happy to have him. Some other Caldwell County musicians are on that as well. JJ Hips, who's a good buddy of mine. Also, Kurt Stracer, who now lives in Durham, plays with a band called Moon Unit. He played a little bit of brush drums on there. It really made a song sound pretty sweet. So we're just excited to all collaborate and we got a really, really rich musical community here. So thank you guys for your support. We look forward to being back and playing with you. What time is it? Do I have time for one more?
Yeah, you got one more.
Hey, there's the voice of reason. We got one more. So we'll do Kyle, you have any requests, buddy?
No.
Okay. That was really anticlimactic.
I know, drawing a blank on all song titles at the moment. So
that's okay. Cool. Well, I'll do this one is called Wild Thing. While I'm at it, this one is about being in high school and going to it's a heartbreak song, young heartbreak song. It's good. So actually about the same girl that the Mama Say song was about. So anyway, this song's called Wild Thing. Hope you like it. Park the car, I know you're tired of this town. Everyone we know seems to be getting out. Can't live on hope alone. If hope don't float, it drowns. With all the foamy seas chasing shots of crown. And it's a wild thing to believe. It's a wild thing to believe that you could have it all and you ain't even 17. It's a wild thing to believe. bought some pot for prom, decked out in seafoam green. My date was into you, she was not into me. She held on to my hand, and she may have given a squeeze, but all I wanted was someone to dance with me. And it's a wild thing to believe. It's a wild thing to believe that you could have it all and you ain't even 17. It's a wild thing to believe. 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 That's it for me, guys. Thank you very much. Once again, I appreciate Josh and Kyle and Downtown Lenoir for putting this together. It was great to hear AJ. I miss you, buddy. I look forward to eventually another open mic night at Liquid Roots. Him and his band run that, and they do a great job. They got a CD out, so make sure you go check them out, The Benson. We got Patrick and Kay from Strictly Clean and Decent, and probably 100 other projects from different musicians in the area. So make sure you stick around and check them out as well. So thank you, guys. Appreciate it.
Thanks, Andrew. Appreciate you being here. Again, check out all these artists on their individual Facebook pages, websites, and share, like, follow, all that good stuff. Keep up with them when we can have live music again out in public. So, all right. Thanks again for everybody who's watching. We appreciate it. We've got a lot of folks watching, and be a supportive of Downtown Lenoir. We appreciate that. Again, I'll just say real quick, thank you for supporting the businesses in downtown. Many of them are still open, doing takeout, delivery. Some are, our retailers have shopping by appointment. Several of them have shops online. So check that out. You can go to downtownlenoirnc.com for a full list of all those businesses, and go to their individual pages to see what their current hours are, their current status, and give them some support there. All right. Well, without further ado, again, we will jump back into trivia here. Let me go down the answers first before we get into our last and final round. So this one really threw everybody for a loop. I had several answers on this one. I don't think nobody got all three correct that I saw. So I'll go down them real quick and kind of graded this on a curve, and we'll announce the winner here. What year did the Caldwell County Farmers Market begin? That was 1979. So they've been going 1979. Dare Ensley is the current market manager, and I think it was her father who actually started the market. Those folks will be returning to Downtown Lenoir. They're moving back. They've been at the library for a few years, and they'll be hosting the farmers market in downtown hopefully next month. So keep an eye on the Facebook page and the website and things for those dates and times. Again, that was 1979. No one got that one correct. So I stumped you there. The second question was name the historic hospital that was located on Harper Avenue in downtown Lenoir. A couple people got this one. This was Blackwelder Hospital. If you haven't been around for a while, Blackwelder Hospital is the site of a parking lot now, but it is the parking lot kind of behind the county office building, and there's another medical office next to it. But anyway, it was right on Harper Avenue. It was called Blackwelder Hospital because the founding doctor was Dr. Blackwelder. All right, and the last question was on what street can you find the Courtney Warehouse. The Courtney Warehouse is the oldest building still standing in downtown Lenoir, built in 1888. And the correct answer, which this is the one I'm going to grade on a curve. The correct answer is Church Street. The Courtney Warehouse was on, if you've ever walked up Church Street, it is a little green building. It's painted green now, and it's behind what's called the Courtney Building. So I get that was a little confusing. A few people said West Avenue because the Courtney Building is on West Avenue. The Courtney Building was actually built later. The warehouse was built first as a storeroom, and then eventually they expanded and built a larger space for retail, the Courtney family. So I would accept either Church Street or West Avenue for that one, because I understand that I could have confused you with that. So by my calculations, the first person to get those three correct, well, actually, nobody got all three correct. The first person to get 2 out of 3 correct was Stephanie Oxford DC. So Stephanie, hey, how are you? Thanks for watching. Appreciate you tuning in. Stephanie, if you don't know Stephanie, she's a very involved member of the community. She's great. She's been around Lenoir and worked with the Blackberry Festival, worked with some other things. She's a great great member of our community. So thanks, Stephanie, for playing. Alrighty, and Stephanie, like I said earlier to Susan, please, after this video is over, go to our Facebook page and send us a private message with your current mailing address so that we can send you those prizes. All right, now on to round 3. I hope everybody has gotten on. It seems like everybody's gotten the hang of the rules by now, but I'll go over it one last time just to be sure if we've got any new folks. So we have 3 questions. I'm going to ask all 3 questions, and then after all 3 questions have been asked, then you answer with all 3 answers in a single comment on the comments thread. The first person to get all 3 correct is the winner. So here we go. All right, question number 1. Over the years, there have been more than a dozen theaters in downtown Lenoir. Which building held the first theater constructed in downtown Lenoir in 1908? So I'm actually going to accept multiple answers for this. The question is, which building held the first theater in downtown Lenoir? And I'll take multiple answers because that building has had multiple names over the years. So if you give me one of the correct names, I will take it. All right, moving on to question number 2. Renovations were recently made to the historic Lenoir High School auditorium, and Foothills Performing Arts Group recently held their first of many plays in the new space. The band at Lenoir High School was famous in the early 20th century and won regional and national notoriety. What was the name of the band director who led the school to such fame? So the question again is, what was the name of the band director who led Lenoir High School marching band to fame nationally? There's a number of things in town named for him, so you've probably heard his name around. All right, question number 3. Here we go. In 2019, the large earthen sculpture Across the Grain by Thomas Sayer received an award for Best Public Art for the American Planning Association. This project was a collaborative effort between the Caldwell Arts Council, the City of Lenoir, and a number of local benefactors. In what year was Across the Grain erected in downtown Lenoir? If you don't know the name Across the Grain, you probably do know it as the earth wheel. Some people call it a gear. Some people call it the Stargate. It's a large circular sculpture made out of clay from downtown Lenoir. It was made in the spot that it stands on. So it's a really cool piece of art. If you don't know about it, go check it out. So what year did that go up? All right, that's 3 questions. And actually, I forgot to show you the prizes for this round. So we have another downtown Lenoir tote bag. And then we also have for this round, thanks to Smoking in the Foothills, a Google Home Mini. You can't see it because the light above me is causing glare, but it's a Google Home Mini. And that's our prize for this round. So get those comments in, those question answers in, and we'll get back to it here shortly with the final winner. And I appreciate everybody playing. Thanks again. Let me turn it over to our last musical guest, Kay and Patrick Crouch. You have probably heard of these guys. They are very well known, and you can find their band Strictly Clean and Decent. I think it's strictlycleananddecent.com, but I'll let them tell you more about it.
Hi, Kyle. Thanks. Thanks, everybody, for tuning in tonight. Patty, it's time to do the song.
What's the song about?
The bass song.
Oh, yeah, I'm ready for that. I'm ready.
Not that bass.
Wrong
You're
bass.
scaring the dogs.
Yeah, well, I'll get another bass.
A different bass.
All right, I'll try another.
We really had a great time watching all the other musicians perform tonight, and seeing the names of the folks who are turning up online to watch. And hope you've enjoyed it as much as we have.
All righty, K-Bob. Yeah, we enjoyed Josh, Jeremiah Shiloh there, and then AJ Herrick, of course. AJ's a dear friend of Caldwell County Music and Caldwell County musicians. And Andrew Massey. Okay, what can we say about Andrew? It ain't already been said in public. Go ahead and do it.
Because you know I'm all about that bass, no treble. I'm all about that bass, no treble. I'm all about that bass, no treble. I'm all about that bass, Yeah, it's pretty clear. I ain't no size 2, but I could shake it like I'm supposed to do. I got that boom boom that all the boys chase, and all the right junk in all the right places. I see the magazines working that Photoshop. You know that stuff ain't real. Come on now, make it stop. If you got beauty, just lift them up, cause every inch of you is perfect from the bottom to the top. Well, my mama, she told me don't worry about your size, cause the boys like a little more booty to hold at night.
Yeah, boy.
You know I ain't no stick figure silicone Barbie doll. So if that's what you're into, just go ahead and move along. Because you know I'm all about that bass, no treble. I'm all about that bass, no treble. I'm all about that bass, no treble. I'm all about that bass, I'm bringing booty back. Go ahead and tell them, the skinny ladies, that are not fooling. I know you think you're fat, but I'm here to tell you everything to you is perfect from the bottom to the top. Well, my mama, she told me don't worry about your size, cause the boys like a little more booty to hold at night. You know I ain't no stick figure silicone Barbie doll. So if that's what you're into, just go ahead and move along. Because you know I'm all about that bass. Well, my mama, she told me don't worry about your size, cause the boys like a little more booty to hold at night. You know I ain't no stick figure silicone Barbie doll. So if that's what you're into, just go ahead and move along. Because you know I'm all about that bass. I'm all about that bass. I'm all about that bass. I'm all about that bass, about that bass. That's the right bass.
That's a good bass.
That's right.
That's a really good bass. Okay, Bob, we got another song. We got to pick one here.
Oh, we do.
I'm going to go from the largest to the smallest.
The largest to the smallest.
Yeah, I went from big to little there. Love playing the upright bass, and mostly because of Ron Shuffler. And man, he's been the inspiration to me. Just standing beside hearing a great bass player makes you want to play one, and so that's always a lot of fun. Send that out to Tom Coon too.
Yeah, Ron's been gardening this week.
Yeah,
this month.
Yeah, he's been digging in the dirt. Well, this next song is a song that I've loved for a long time, and a lot of my buddies do it, and I couldn't figure out any way to do it myself that didn't sound just like everybody else. And I was watching the YouTube this week and saw the composer of this song, the great John Prine. He was on Bobby Bear's show back in 1985, and Bear said, "John, why don't you get on over there with the Pulley Bones and do this song?" So Kay and I are going to do it the way John and the Pulley Bones might have done it. She was a level-headed dancer on the road to alcohol, and I was just a soldier on my way to Montreal. Well, she pressed her chest against me about the time the jukebox broke, and she gave me a peck on the back of the neck, and this is what she spoke. She said, "Blow up your TV, throw away your papers, won't you move to the country, build you a home, plant a little garden like Rondo, eat a lot of peaches, try to find Jesus on your own." Well, I sat there at her table and I acted real naive, 'cause I knew that topless lady might have something up her sleeve. Well, she danced around the barroom, and then she did the hoochie coo, and she kept singing that song all night long, telling me what to do. She said, "You blow up your TV, you throw away your paper, you move to the country, oh, build you a home. Well, you plant a little garden like Brakefield, you eat a lot of peaches, try to find Jesus on your own." Well, I was young and hungry, I was about to leave that place, and just as I was leaving, oh, she looked me right in the face. I said, "You must know the answer." She said, "No, but I'll give it a try. And this very day we've been living our way. Here's the reason why. We threw up the TV, oh, we threw away the paper, we moved to the country, built us a home. Well, we had a lot of children, we fed them all the peaches, we tried to find Jesus on our own." pulley bones. Get on over there at the pulley bones. Oh, Lord. Well, we've a lot of music's been played in Lenoir and Caldwell County, as you folks might know. And Kay and I have had the pleasure of working with these local musicians now for the past 22 years with the Caldwell Traditional Musicians Showcase. We featured around 230 folks on our show. And as far as I know, if the air clears up around here and we get out of the house, we're going to have our 23rd annual come March 6th in 2021. That'll be the 23rd annual, folks. And it's just a pleasure to live here in such a beautiful place and work with great people. I can't tell you how much I appreciate the efforts tonight of Kyle and Josh, AJ, and Andrew. These are all folks, as you might have noticed, they're a little younger than Kay and myself. And they're doing great things, folks. They're bringing a lot of energy, a lot of good vibes to downtown Lenoir. And I really appreciate the work they do. And I appreciate the original music. You know, another thing I've been involved with through the kindness of the Harper School and Bobby Stedman is the Tucker Barn Singer-Songwriter Series. And that's where we do all original music. Now, tonight, Kay and I are doing covers. We're doing some of our favorite cover tunes by some of the great songwriters of all time. And as you know, we're lucky in the fact that we get to choose our own songs and do the music that we like. And that's why we're laughing most of the time, because there's a lot of things these songs mean a lot to us. And the one I'm getting ready to have Kay sing has been on our top 10 hit list now for a long time. And I'll let Kay tell you all about it. It's a beautiful song.
Well, that last song we went and played dates to the 70s, and so does this one. It's by Carla Bonoff, and it's called Home. Now, the Spanish Pipe Dream, John Prine's song that we just did, talked about going back to your roots, and this one talks about homes. We all spent a lot of time at home last month.
Thought this would be a good one to do.
And that's not a bad thing.
Yeah. Are you ready, sweetie? 1, 2.
Traveling at night, the headlights are bright, and we've been up many an hour. And all through my brain came the refrain of home and its warm and fire. And home sings me of sweet things. My life there has its own wings to fly over mountains. Oh, I'm standing still. The people I've seen, they come in between the cities of time and life. And the trains come and go, but each time, you know, the struggle will soon be a fight. And home sings me of sweet things. My life there has its own wings to fly over the mountain. Oh, I'm standing still. Traveling at night, the headlights were bright, but soon the sun came the trees around the next bend. The flowers will send the sweet smell of home on the breeze. And home sings me of sweet things. My life there has its own wings to fly over the mountain. Oh, I'm standing still. Ooh.
Nice job, J. Bob. Let me open the door. I got to open the door. Tell them all about the next one.
I will say that the dogs have been laying on the couch for the last 4 hours.
Yeah, but now
And they
it's
decided
time
that
to go
it's
wild.
time to get up and run around.
Yeah. Well, we got one more tune here tonight, and folks, it's been a real pleasure. Think about the folks that are still open for business in Lenoir. Anybody you can support, of course, they need it. Hopefully after this is all over, we'll write songs and have a good laugh, and it sure will be good to see everybody again face to face. It'll be good to socialize. That'll just be something else. This next song is a Daryl Scott song, and I'd heard about Daryl Scott for a long time, and began to study his music, I guess, when he put out a duet record with Tim O'Brien called Real to Real. Real Time, it's called Real Time. And that was a great duet record. It took it a while to grow on me. You know the thing, you can't teach the old dog a new trick. Well, I'm sort of trying to learn some new tricks here. And here's...
Can I say that I don't know that there's ever been an album, a CD, a cassette, any format that ever came into the house that Patrick didn't listen to it and go, I don't see what that's all about.
I don't know about that.
I don't know about that.
I'm going to shut the door so we can't hear this dog.
I can still hear them. I can still hear them young.
I can still hear them youngins out there.
But on the second and third listening, then he gets it. And the Real Time, the Daryl Scott and Tim O'Brien Real Time CD is one of the few CDs that we ever wore out.
Yeah, we did.
We did. Wouldn't play anymore. We had to buy another one.
Yeah, and I have to, as far as supporting all musicians and listening to all kinds of music, I have to tip my hat to Cecil Palmer first and foremost. He was the first person I ever met who loved all music and loved all musicians unconditionally. And he still, to this day, studies all music and all musicians. Another fellow who was a big influence on me as far as opening my ears and listening to music is my friend Joe Tilson. We call him Jody. And Jody is a man who got me to not get off my high horse, but just to expand my horizons a little bit. So I'm going to expand my horizons here and play this song about the old ways and the old-fashioned stuff. And once again, folks, thanks for tuning in. We appreciate seeing everybody. Can't wait to see you again. I guess the next time I'll see you folks on the big digital here, for sure, will be May 5th when the Red Rocking Chair Band broadcast from this space right here. Andrew was talking earlier about the Sycamore Bones CD. Well, our Red Rocking Chair Band celebrates our 15th anniversary on May 5th. And so Jack Lawrence and Tom Coon, Dale Meyer, and myself will be here broadcasting our CD live on May 5th. So hope to see you on Facebook again May 5th, if not before. I want to thank my sweetie K-Bob.
Thank you.
Playing great guitar and singing like a mockingbird. Really good stuff, sweetie. So we'll say good night on our part here. It's one called Long Time Gone. 1, 2, 3, 4. swinging, looking out on a vacant field. Used to be filled with burning tobacco. Now I'm guessing that it never will. My sister found work in Indiana. Sister's a nurse in the old folks' home. My mother's still cooking too much for supper. And me, I'm just a long time gone. I'm a long time gone. Well, I ain't hold a roll and I don't know when. Long time gone, and it ain't coming back again. Adelia plays that old church piano. She's sitting out on her daddy's farm. She always thought we'd be together. Well, I never meant to do her harm. She said she could hear me singing in the choir. Me, I heard another song. I quit winning, I hit the road running. And now I'm just a long time gone. I'm a long time gone. Well, I ain't had a prayer and I don't know when. Long time gone, and it ain't coming back again. Well, now me, I went to Nashville, trying to be the big deal, working down on Broadway, doing it the hard way, living in my car and money from a tip jar. One time I had to sell Kay's old guitar, because I'm going to be a big old star like Sunset Carson, by golly, K-Bob. Me and Delia, we sing every Sunday. Watching the garden and the children grow. Listen to the radio to see what's cooking, but the music ain't got no soul. Well, they sound tired, but they don't sound haggard. They got money, but they don't have cash. They got Junior, but they ain't got Hank. And I think the rest is long time gone. Well, I ain't hit the roof and I don't know when. Long time gone, and it ain't coming back again. It's a long time gone. I ain't honked a horn and I don't know when. Long time gone, and it ain't coming back again. Well, thanks a million,
Thanks,
folks.
everybody.
We
Good night.
appreciate it. Yeah, support your local folks. Back to you, Kyle.
Nope,
Take it
back to
away.
me. Hey guys, thanks so much. That was awesome. If you have never heard them before, then you were in for a real treat. They could do everything from Megan Trainor to the Dixie Chicks. I love it. It's fantastic. Check out Kay and Patrick's music. You can go. I posted a link in the comments. StrictlyCleanAndDecent.com. You can follow them on Facebook and keep up with everything they're doing. All right, so let's jump back in. Thanks everybody again for watching through this thing. We're going to go back to our final round of trivia question answers. Hey, Brenda Floyd, how are you? Alrighty, so this one was stumped a few people again, but we did have one person that got all three correct. So here we go. The first question was, which building held the first theater constructed in downtown Lenoir in 1908? I was willing to accept a couple of different answers for this because it's been called different things over the years. The correct answer was either the Henkel Opera House. That was the name of the theater. I would have also accepted W. Shaw Furniture Building. It's been a few other things, but sometimes called the Carriage House. It's on the corner of Mulberry Street and West Avenue. If you've ever driven up West Avenue, you probably noticed the big blue windows painted on the side. Those were originally entryways into the carriage house down below until the road was built up later. But yeah, a lot of people don't realize Lenoir used to have about a dozen theaters in downtown over the years, but Hinkle Opera House was the first, built in 1908. Lasted as an opera house until about 1917. Question 2 was about the name of the famous band director who led the Lenoir High School band. There's a lot of things around town named for him. His name was Captain James C. Harper. Captain Harper contributed a lot to Lenoir, the current auditorium where you can see Foothills Performing Arts perform, along with other things. The band building, a lot of major contributions to this area and the musical talent. If you are from around here, you probably know somebody who played in that band at one point or another. All right, and the last question was in what year did the Across the Grain sculpture get erected in downtown Lenoir? If you're not familiar, the Across the Grain sculpture is the large earthen wheel. A lot of people call it the Stargate, but it is a circular saw, actually. The answer to that question was 2012. And that was a partnership between the Arts Council, city, and a number of local benefactors who supported the arts. So we thank everybody for that. So the winner of the fourth and final round of trivia was John Francis. John, thank you for playing. If you don't know John, John's over at Helping Hands Clinic. He's the director there. We appreciate everything that Helping Hands does for our community, and especially right now. So John, thanks for playing, and congratulations. Before we go, let me just say one last time, please go to downtownlenoirnc.com. Check out the list of businesses. You'll find restaurants, retail, services of all kinds on there. Check them out. Continue to support your small businesses in the way that you can. Take out delivery, shop online. Some of them have websites you can shop online. You can schedule appointments. You can do all sorts of things to still support your businesses. Buy gift cards online. So check those out. There's links on the website to each of their pages. You can see their updated current hours on their individual social media and websites. So thank you all for watching. Thank you for supporting Downtown Lenoir. Thank you again for all 4 of the artists for donating their time and being here to entertain us a little bit since we're all obviously in our houses. Again, I'm here in my kitchen. So anyway, thanks for watching, everybody, and hopefully we'll do this again soon. Have a great night.